Another Round is a Danish film, and I'm not too sure about this, but from what I understand, this film takes place in Denmark, Greenland. The story goes like this. Four teachers who are in their 40s get together one night and have a conversation about a Norwegian philosopher who is also a psychiatrist and a psychotherapist. And this individual has stated that human beings have an alcohol level that is 0.05% too low. So, one of the friends of the group encourages the rest of the friends that they should test out this philosopher's theory. The story in this movie is 100% predictable. You know exactly where it's going to go because you have these guys drinking. It's going to start off all happy clouds and rainbows, but at some point you know eventually they're going to crash and burn. But I think the thing that keeps me invested in these characters' journeys is how the story is told, how it's executed. I like the journey and the process of getting to the point when they crash and burn. And then on top of that, the performances from all of the actors made the movie even more emotionally investing and engaging. We have Mads Mickelson in here, and he plays Martin. He goes through a metamorphosis. Maria Bonnevie plays Mads Mikkelson's wife. They don't really communicate with each other until Mads Mikkelson's character starts to drink and he starts to open up a little bit, but then in scenes you can still see a bit of hesitance on his face as he's trying to engage with his wife and have a conversation with her. You can see that separation between the two because they've been together for so long and they have two kids. They just grew apart emotionally. Thomas Bo Larsen plays Tommy, and he is a gym teacher. And I thought his story was also very interesting. And this is a funny thing I want to point out about this movie, is that every time when something bad happens, they just keep drinking. Because there's a moment where Tommy almost gets found out because of the nosy janitor. Tommy's concerned about losing his job because he's like, is he going to get found out or not? But immediately, Mads Mikkelson's character is like, I've never felt this way before. I feel great even when I'm sober. Let's take this a bit further. Let's take it higher. And it's like, bro, dude, your friend almost just got caught and now you guys just wanting to keep drinking. Like, it's crazy because then there's so many moments where bad things happen to these characters, but yet they still keep drinking. It's like obvious, like, okay, this is going down the rabbit hole now. But they just keep drinking. I thought it was interesting. It was kind of funny. It was a little weird for me at first, but then I was like, it was interesting. I enjoyed it. Lars Ranthe plays a music teacher. And I don't find his story all that interesting. All he's doing in the movie is he's teaching this music class, and they suck, and he's encouraging them to do better. As he's drinking, there's a scene where he closes the windows and he drinks behind the kids' backs. And then Magnus Mying, the gentleman that introduced this theory to his friends. He is a family man.
Otto, for fanden. Ej, for helvede, Otto.
Ej, for satan, Nikolaj, du har tisset. Ej, hvor er det klart.
Overall, my verdict for this movie is I love it. I absolutely, positively love and adore this movie. I heavily noticed and was paying attention to the sound design because at the beginning of the movie, it's a black screen and all you hear is the sound of liquor being poured. At least that's what it sounds like. And when I heard that, I'm pretty sure it's probably water, but when I heard that, I imagined the flow of the liquor in my mind, damn near to the point where I could visually see it even though it was a black screen. That's what I'm saying. The sound design in this movie is so on point. I think the sound design is heavily implied here. Maybe they upped the volume or something on the sound design because it's so crisp and clear sounding here. Because there are moments, like there's a scene where Mads Mikkelsen's character is at school and he goes into the bathroom to have a drink, and when he pours out this Smirnoff bottle and he cracks the seal open, you hear that seal crack, and then you hear the top spin and the cap come off. And then there's another scene where Mads Mikkelsen is making a drink before he goes to work in the morning, and he pours himself a drink, and then you hear the alcohol splashing against the ice, and then as he's stirring his drink and he's drinking it, you can hear the ice move around in the glass. It just sounds so exotic to me. It just something about it, like it's so engaging. And when you see these characters drink their booze, like when Mads Mikkelsen is at his friend's 40th birthday party and he starts to drink the wine, and he has this expression on his face, and you can hear them swallowing it and enjoying it and tasting it. I feel like I'm there with them, and I'm imagining this so much in my head that I also feel like I'm tasting the alcohol as they're drinking it, you know? Like I'm so sucked in to what this movie is projecting to me.
Når det alle munderne er torsemunder.
Ja, jamen det kan godt være det. Hey, hallo.
When things get bad, get trashed. That's my advice on your bitch ass.